on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent.
Lots of running room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Massey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Pulls it in, it's Harding. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Minutemen were pinned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Minutemen!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Right back to the well. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete to the left. Past the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Bulls are flying down the field. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Roberson. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Bulls have it with a 1st and goal. Sets up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Massey. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The UMass offense returns to the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Jordan. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Boom. Power football with the run. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Racing to the right. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UMass.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by 10 to Ole Miss. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position. And the running back...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. On the run, it's Hood. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Jordan. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Spins away from the defense. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. UMass will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying the left side. Finding an escape route. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The give on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Jordan. Caught close to the marker, it's Harding. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Took care of it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Using his legs, it's good. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UMass.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Snow. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Jordan. Right on the money. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. UMass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Roberson. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room in into the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks it in.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 28 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kep. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air, it's Jordan. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got a man, it's Gibson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Looking for a crease to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. He got a step and just dusted the field. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. UMass quickly back to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to pass, it's Jordan. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Bulls looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Shelton. There he goes. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Roberson. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.